Peace and blessings, family. I'm your brother in the struggle, Ali. And today I would like to decipher and decipher peace and war. They just had breaking news, Russia's, making its war cries, doing what it does. However, I wanted to take this opportunity to share with you a often misunderstood and misinterpreted concept, and that is our universe of peace. This universe, according to a law of God who came in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad, to all praises are due forever, covers 238 quintillion, 640 quadrillion miles. That's the circumference of our universe. And he explains to us that this universe was made over 114 trillion years ago. We always had 6 trillion years between each manifestation. There's 6 trillion years between the sun and the stars, and 6 trillion years between the stars and the moon, okay? Our Earth is actually 76 and not 78 trillion years old, because the sun is 108 times larger than the planet Earth, which covers 24,896 miles in her circumference. So our planet, our wanderer, spun off from our sun, so the sun is the germinator or life giver to our planet. A lot of people think our ancestors was worshiping the physical sun, the light of Re or light of Re, but actually they believed in monotheism. They believed in one creator, but that concept was not a mystery God. That concept was one mind, one unified willpower. It's the mind of the original man, the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth. Now, when it comes to peace and war, in European thinking, they think linear. They say that peace is the opposite side of war. But amongst the original people, we think in 360 degrees or circularly. Our universe is a cipher. It's a round 360-degree sphere. Our planet is round. The moon is round. The stars are round. The sun is round. From the macro to the micro, the very blood cells are round. The sperm and egg is round. The atoms are round. Everything in this universe operates in 360 degrees. The gods add and multiply. The devils divide and subtract. So when it comes to the concept of peace and war, we're not talking about two separate entities. Peace is war. War is peace. On the Muhammad Speaks newspaper, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad warned us back in the day that the gods at war, meaning that there is going to be a universal war that's not going to begin. It always was going on. We have been at war for over 6,000 years. This universe is designed by explosions, chaos, and what our ancestors call balance or mayat is what we call freedom, justice, and equality, a state of peace. So we understand that, as the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey told us, freedom is not free. Our people want the ocean without the waves. No, they come together. So if I was to go and turn on the hot water and turn on the cold water, I'm not turning on two different waters. It's only one water. But if the atoms are vibrating real fast, that water can transform from a solid piece of ice to liquid water that you can drink, or it could turn into steam and float and disappear right before your very eyes. This is the law or the laws of the universe. This is known as the Kabbalion, Ife, I Ching, Yin Yang, you name it. Now, there's a lot of names for it, karma, what have you. It's the law of life. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that there's always a good side. It is better to take that side. So in Islam, when you hear about peace, don't think that peace is separate and distinct from war. Don't think that the white man is separate from the black man. The white woman is separate from the black woman. They came out of the black man. They came out of the black woman. You see? Peace is going to come out of war. Heaven and hell is not two separate entities. They just two different vibrations, two different levels of consciousness. We have 7 mind dimensions: the physical, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, the soul, the self, and the will. And we have 9 forces which balances our equilibrium: attraction, repulsion, cohesion, assimilation, dissimulation, creation, projection, attraction, repulsion, cohesion, assimilation, dissimulation, creation, projection, reception, and intuition. Intuition is like instinct. Intuitively, we can feel that. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, in his concepts, he explained to us about peace, freedom, justice, and equality. This is our nature. This is what we strive for. But we understand that in order for that atom to be made manifest, it had to vibrate, it had to explode, it had to live and die, it has to recycle itself, it had to resurrect itself. That sperm and egg has to go to war to get inside there. There's other sperms right there with it trying to get there. But you were the one that was able to make it. You were the one that made yourself manifest in your weakest stage. Life is a struggle. So we always say the struggle continues. So don't look at war and peace as being two opposites. It's really just the law of polarity. Hot and cold are the exact same thing. The thermostat, the thermometer, it gives a different reading depending on what's vibrating. What is the vibration of the heat wave? What is the vibration of the atomic molecular structure of a thing? What is the vibration of the water? If the vibration of water is boiling real fast, it's going to be hot. If the vibration of the water gets real slow, you put it in some ice trays and put it in the freezer, you come back a few hours, it's solid. It's the same water. I mean, it's nothing different about the water. But if you was to take a man, a car, a house, a planet, something on the macro level as a sun or a star, or you took something like an atomic quark, it makes no difference. If you spun it in 360 degrees real fast, you'll notice that the solid transform into a liquid. You'll find that the cold transform into heat. You'll find that the physical turns back into the atomic or energy form, or matter turns back into antimatter. The physical realm turns right back to what? The thora, or the atom, or the thought of man. This is the power of the entire universe. Everything we see is an illusion. Everything we see, Master Fard Muhammad explained to the messenger, he said, brother, we don't believe in the impossible. And the messenger took him to task, and that's like, how can you say we don't believe? He said, brother, look at it like this. Once upon a time, the universe that covers 230 quintillion, 640 quadrillion miles did not exist. Today, the universe exists. That right there takes away the impossibility. How can we say this or that is impossible? How can we say that in the future we can't have a lion that eats vegetarian food? How can we say that we can't produce a devil from God? How can we say we can't do a thing when the universe that's here did not exist? That right there, the manifestation of the life force, takes away the impossibility. With God, all things are possible. Peace and blessings, family. Keep building in the cipher. Your brother in the struggle, Ali. Salam Allah. Peace, God. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom.